long period of American history.
No, of what we know now today as New York City.
Along eastern shores of the Hudson River, there lies a rural port called Tarrytown,
Where rich Dutch farmers bring their wares
and tarry, so their wives complain.
over cider, ale, and pleasant conversation.
And not far away, perhaps 3 miles, lies a little valley, which is one of the 3 miles. Lies a little valley, which is one of the quietest.
3
miles. Lies a little valley, which is one of the quietest places in the world.
A small brook glides lazily through, with just enough murmur to lull one to sleep.
And the occasional whistle of a quail or tapping of a woodpecker is almost the only sound that ever breaks upon the drowsy,
Dreamy.
atmosphere. Oh, there's a church, a schoolhouse, and a bridge.
A farm or two.
A place so still and listless, it is known by all as
Sleepy Hollow. And ghosts.
And drowsing cattle.
But Sleepy Hollow's ghosts are real, the natives said.
And ride the sky. And haunt the road. When luckless riders chance to course its dark and winding way.
And the native tells a tale of such a ghostly figure.
The legend of his tale will ever spill from trembling lips as long as man will live. 'Tis the legend of
the Headless Horseman.
And all the men who lived there, no matter how old, were called
the Sleepy Hollow Boys.
And were known for their tendency to linger around outside the village tavern on market days.
Yes, we like to linger, 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 linger in the tavern, tavern, tavern. Yes, we like to linger, 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 Sleepy Hollow.
Baltus! Oh, you sly old dog. Playing hooky again, I see. What in the world is becoming of you?
My wife says I'm going to the dogs. She's right, you know. I hope so.
So how is the life?
Cooking.
How's your cattle?
Eating. How are your hens? Laying.
How's your apples?
Falling.
How's your cider?
Growing.
And how's that fine daughter of yours, Katrina?
The Lord only knows.
There was one man in Sleepy Hollow who did make it his business to know how and what Ben Tossel's fine young daughter,
Katrina.
Was doing.
His name was Abraham Von Brunt.
Hero of the country road.
Nicknamed and universally known as
Brom Bones.
He was a burly, roaring, roistering flame.
He was broad-shouldered and double-jointed and had short, curly black hair.
He had a mingled air of fun and arrogance.
Brom was always ready for a fight or a frolic.
Backed by 3 or 4 boon companions, who always stood by for a squall.
Come on, Brom, you don't want to accident. I didn't see the water.
Hold still so I can get a good shot.
The water's ice cold.
Grab him, boys!
I don't know why you denied Katrina. Everyone knows you're going to marry Brom Bones. Then everyone knows more than I do, Greta. You like him, don't you? Maybe, maybe not. Well, everyone knows he likes you. Likes you something special. Well, that's not surprising, Greta. After all, everyone knows I have the prettiest foot and ankle in the countryside. Anyway, he hasn't even asked me to marry him straight out. He sort of hints like a mouse nibbling at a bit of cheese.
Well, boys are shy about things like that.
Bones isn't shy about anything. Bones is as bold as they come. He's much too sure of himself, especially where I'm concerned. What girl likes to be taken for granted?
Well, what does that matter? He's the most handsome boy in these parts. And so strong.
Oh my goodness. If you girls think Bones is so wonderful, why don't you marry him?
You know why. He only has eyes for you.
Well, I like a boy to be a gentleman, to have fine manners, someone who can carry on a decent conversation.
About what?
Doesn't matter about what. All the boys in Sleepy Hollow are loves.
Well, I wish a mom would ask me to marry him. I wouldn't mind being married to a mom. Mr. and Mrs. Van Mom.
I'm the same way. I'm practically 17, almost an old maid. What's to become of us? You're just being foolish. I'm ready to fall in love with someone who's ready to fall in love with me.
minutes. Anyone would have thought it was the head of cabinet.
What Yo says is true. I won't deny it.
And when Bones got tired of that, he threw that rock 100 feet easy. And it shook the earth when it landed.
The muscles in my arms have never been stronger. Made of iron. Come see for yourself, girls.
What about you, Katrina? Don't you want to see how strong Bones has become?
We have an ox on our farm that is much stronger than Bones, but he doesn't brag about it.
You calling me a bragger, Katrina?
If the shoe fits, Abraham.
Don't call me Abraham.
Well, it's your name, isn't it?
You must be the most exasperated female person in all of Sleepy Hollow.
In that case, I don't know why you're here.
I'm here because I'm inviting you to a horse race. Racing by a daredevil against the best horses in the county.
I'm busy.
The horse race isn't until next week.
I'm busy all next week.
Doing what?
I'll think of something.
She's just trying to get your goat, Bones.
Katrina doesn't mean half of what she says. I would love to go to a horse race. I've always admired a daredevil.
You can do what you want, Brett. It's a free country.
Here, Tower. There's a new schoolmaster come town.
I hear he's from Connecticut. Connecticut? I hear he's a strange kind of fella.
Reading and writing, writing and reading. Never did any good come of that.
Schoolmaster. Ha. Head work instead of back work? I bet he doesn't even know what hard work is. Not like us, eh? Not like us.
Yeah, well, I best be heading home to the missus. Home to the missus.
You better straighten up the bother, so she might have you sit in the corner.
Oh, but the dust
The new schoolmaster's name is Ichabod Crate. He was tall but exceedingly lank,
With droopy, narrow shoulders.
long arms and legs, hands that dangled a mile out of his sleeve.
Feet that might have served as shovels.
His head was small and flat on top, with huge ears, large, green, glassy eyes.
And he had a long, snipe nose like a weather vane, perched upon his spindle net as if to tell which way the wind blew.
To see him striding along the profile of a hill on a windy day, with his clothes bagging and fluttering about him, you might have mistook him for a scarecrow who escaped from a cornfield.
It was one drowsy autumn afternoon when Ichabod Crane flew into town.
Distracted by his book, the history of witchcraft in New England by Cotton Mathers, or the smell of fresh pecan pies in the air, left to cool by many a windowsill.
Ichabod, unfortunately, was not watching where he was going.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
I was just on my way to the schoolhouse, and I thought it was just down this way and to the right. And it seems I was so caught up in my book, and then there were those pies.
A bookworm, eh? The history of...
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft! The history of witchcraft in New England by Cotton Mather. Scared of ghosts, eh?
Well, I feel much too much heart to drive away evil spirits.
Evil spirits, hear that, boys? The schoolmaster believes in evil spirits.
You mean like witches and ghosts?
Spooks and goblins.
Devils and demons? Well, sure, doesn't everyone?
You came to the wrong place, Teach. Sleepy Hollow's been haunted for years. Isn't that the truth, boys?
Why, there's haunted houses!
Haunted fields.
Haunted brooks. Haunted bridges.
Haunted bridges?
Yes, the church bridge.
The church bridge?
Yeah, next to Major Andre's tree.
Major Andre?
The British spy who was captured during the Revolutionary War.
Captured there.
And hung in the very tree.
At night, a traveler can still hear his cries for mercy coming from the tree.
From the tree?
Major Andre's tree. Next to the church bridge.
Next to the church bridge.
Next to the White Rock.
The White Rock.
The rock where the woman in white froze to death. A runaway bride who got lost on that cold, cold Pacific night.
At night, a traveler can still hear her clattering teeth coming from the rock.
From the rock.
The White Rock next to Major Armory next to the church bridge.
The church bridge?
The one you have to cross to get to the schoolhouse.
Oh, the church bridge. Haunted, you say? Well, it should be safe enough to cross in the daylight. I'll be on my way then. My book, please.
It's been a pleasure, sir.
Thank you, sir. I am in your debt.
Think nothing of it, school teach.
Reluctantly, Ichabod set off to take his post at the schoolhouse.
Able to only think of the route that lie ahead.
Yet the restoring powers of a pecan pie, which he just happened to find cooling on a windowsill, gave him the courage to cross the bridge to the little log schoolhouse.
Ha! That's just an ordinary bridge.
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 And that's just an ordinary tree.
Please.
Please, please.
And that's just a white rock.
Cool.
And it's broad daylight. Although it does seem a little bit dark.
Ichabod!
Ichabod.
Shall we gather at the river?
And while Ichabod was a slave to his fears, he was master of his classroom.
The schoolhouse was Ichabod's little empire in which he held absolute sway.
That's not the only thing he held.
Hurry along, children. Don't dawdle. He who dawdles wastes time, and he who wastes time is of no use to good society. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No?
Yes, schoolmaster.
Good. I will not tolerate ignorance in my classroom. There is only one thing worse than ignorance, and that is more ignorance. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No?
Yes, schoolmaster.
Oh, that's better. We will begin with roll. Walter and Wilda von Fuller.
Present, schoolmaster.
Letty and J.C. von Penny.
I'm here, but my circle is gone.
Sleepy Hollow. Wash your hands. Joanna and Josephine von Trapp.
Present, schoolmaster.
Good. Sally and Billy von Dollar.
Present.
Peg von Lang.
Present, schoolmaster.
Arthur von Irving.
Right here.
Oh, right. Lena von Power.
Present, schoolmaster.
Schoolmaster Tommy and the frog!
Which one of you is Tommy? And do you indeed have a frog?
I, had a frog.
Yes. Can I help you with something?
I have to come to school.
Aren't you a little bit old for school?
My pa says if I don't know my numbers better than I do, he'll kick me out of the house.
Quiet! I cannot tolerate laughter in my classroom. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No?
Yes, schoolmaster.
That's better. What's your name, young man?
His name is Yo. Yo's fine with her.
Did I ask you, Joanna?
No, schoolmaster.
And did I ask you, Peg?
No, schoolmaster.
Always remember, people. Never answer unless you're asked. Do you understand?
No, schoolmaster.
No?
Yes, schoolmaster.
Good. Say, aren't you one of those ruffians I met in the road earlier?
I won't cause trouble. I just want to learn my numbers.
You may be seated. We shall continue with roll. Greta von Hansel.
Present, schoolmaster.
Mary von Garden.
Here.
Mona von Lisa. Mona von Lisa.
She doesn't speak. She only smiles.
She only smiles. How charming. You may be seated. Jackie and Jill von Hill.
Present.
And Bertha von Day.
Present.
There seems to be a shortage of boys in Sleepy Hollow.
Our building has to be full. There, and with the heart of my house is
Slow, aren't you, young farmer?
I can run as fast as the next man.
Knowledge is not a race.
Knowledge is not a race.
What did I tell you, Wilda?
Never answer unless you ask. But you haven't asked anything, schoolmaster.
Then you shouldn't have answered. The pupils of Sleepy Hollow are a vexing lot.
Schoolmaster, I really need to use the odd house.
You may use the outhouse after we are finished with our lesson. But I always remember, pupils, we learn our lessons in the schoolhouse and not the outhouse.
Do you want us to repeat that too, schoolmaster?
Never mind, Wilda.
Schoolmaster, when are you going to teach me my numbers?
We shall see what you know. Stand up. I will want you to recite your multiplication tables. But first, 9 times 9 is how much?
Don't you know?
Silence! Yost is a dunderhead.
Yost is a dun.
You want what you call a young fly never!
He doesn't even know how much is 9 times 9. Everybody knows the answer to that.
Well, if you're so smart, Lena Von Tower, tell me the answer.
9 times 9 is,
Now who's the dunderhead?
I knew the answer yesterday.
Well, this ain't yesterday!
Dunderhead, blockhead.
If that's the person to call me a dunderhead or a blockhead, I'll be sorry!
That will be enough of that. For now, put on the dunce cap and sit in the dunce stool.
Not me.
Then I will have to tell your father that you won't learn because you won't behave.
What good are numbers anyway?
I am a very conscientious man, children. I intend to nudge you along the flowery path of knowledge, no matter how inconvenient the journey may be for me. Do you understand?
Yes, schoolmaster.
Good, you're learning. If at times I seem harsh, just remember the golden maxim. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Repeat that.
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Schoolmaster.
Yes.
Question.
Go on.
What's a maxim?
Stupid young sir, hold out your hand.
Do I have to?
Hold out your hand. You may be seated.
63.
And what, pray tell, is 63?
9 times 9 is 63.
Well, I guess if the cap fits, wear it. Wilda, tell the class the correct answer.
47?
Hold out your hand.
Ouch!
Joanna, please enlighten the class with the correct response.
Is it the same as 10 divided by 5?
Hand.
Ow!
Might as well get this over with, schoolmaster. I don't know the answer either.
We will devote all of tomorrow's lesson to learning our numbers. Spare the rod and spoil the child.
We're certainly not spoiled.
It behoved Ichabod to stay on good terms with some of his children.
Especially those who had twin sisters.
Or whose mothers happen to be good cooks.
Tell me, young sir, is your mother making her special juicy relish to have this evening?
Yes, I think she is.
Whoa, good man, come along, come along.
And while Ichabod doesn't always have the cooperation of his pupils,
Or the support of some of the pods who work the farm. The schoolmaster is generally a man of some importance in the female circle of a rural neighborhood.
Ichabod was esteemed by the women of Sleepy Hollow as a man of great learning.
For he had read several books right through, and Ichabod was always willing to share his gift of knowledge.
Especially if cookies were involved.
You, Master Gray, Morty.
Yes, please.
Marie.
Why, thank you. Hello. What? Hello.
Well, I get one. Amen! I would like a cookie too, dear.
Oh, here you are, Grandma. Oh, Master Crane, my little Tommy brought a frog home and said it was part of his homework.
Huh. Well, I'm afraid the young man might be...
I was in the middle of preparing my ham, and he walks in with a frog.
Oh, yes, the ham. You see, we are studying all of God's creatures in my classroom.
Oh, Master Crane, do tell us about the recent book you've recently read.
And what a spectacular that was, full of delightful tales,
Oh?
woeful anecdotes,
Oh,
speculations of comets and shooting stars.
Oh, my heavens.
I learned an alarming fact.
Oh?
This will surprise you.
Oh?
The Earth turns around like a rotisserie.
Well, good heavens. Say, what keeps us from falling off?
I don't rightly know. Perhaps Matter will address this in his next book.
That must be the choir. Excuse me, Master Gray. In addition to his other vocations, Ichabod was the singing master of the neighborhood and picked out many a bright shilling, instructing the female folk in psalmody. Come along, ladies. It's time for our choir practice. If you don't mind moving to the porch for some lemonade. Ladies, it's time for our choir practice. What?
She wants us to move.
Amen! Move! Move! Come along, lovers. You know, I had a cow once headed on the bar.
Remember, ladies, outward melody is an avenue towards inward devotion.
Oh, how true! How true!
We will begin with Shall We Gather at the River? Prudence here, page 24. But first, let's warm up. Gertrude, dear. Marcella, dear, back with the choir. Prudence, dear, we will begin. We will begin once more. Shall we gather at the river? We will begin with the refrain.
Refrain.
Yes, we'll gather at the beautiful. Dave Montazzo, my dear, back with the choir. Ladies, remember, gold, gold.
Oh, Master Gray, you mean we have to fall to the glass?
Yes, dear Mabel, fall the glass.
What is going on?
Listen to me once.
And as you heard the description of the robust brown bones, it won't surprise you to learn of his pranks on Ichabod. All right, just like you talked.
Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the coast.
Oh, Master Crane, I'm transported by the beauty of your voice. Oh, my, me too. Very fun. Let's move to the kitchen. I've just baked cookies.
Say Ichabod.
Yes!
Ichabod, you met my dog. Ichabod, this is my dog, Nails. Nails is the new schoolmaster, Ichabod Crane. Go on, shake his paw.
Well, he seems quite vicious, doesn't he?
Oh, Nails, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, not unless you said the attack word.
The attack word?
Yeah, sure, it's C-A-D.
C-A... Oh, cat! You go!
Well, schoolmaster, you're gonna have to run faster than that. Just like this fear of ghosts and goblins, and now Nails. Ichabod Crane came upon another creature that struck sheer terror into his heart. That was a woman, Katrina von Tassel.
Once you have met that little cat Katrina, you won't forget Katrina. And nobody yet has ever upset Katrina, that you'd forget Katrina. You can adore Marguerite or Anita, or Anne or Angelina, but Katrina will kiss and run. Forever romance is fun, and there's little coquette Katrina, you've lost your heart. Once you have met that little coquette Katrina, you won't forget Katrina. But nobody yet has ever upset Katrina. That cute coquette Katrina. You can adore Margaret or Anita, or Anne or Angelina. But Katrina will kiss and run. Forever romance is fun, and there's always another one to start. But once you have met that little coquette Katrina, you've lost your heart.
Katrina was a blooming lass of fresh 18,
Plump as a partridge.
ripe and melting and rosy-cheeked as one of her father's peaches.
Oh, Katrina.
She wore a provokingly short petticoat to display the prettiest foot and ankle in the country road.
Oh, Katrina.
Moreover, she was the daughter and only child of a very wealthy Dutch farmer.
Oh, Katrina, Katrina.
My rosy cheeks,
Your rosy cheeks.
my pretty little foot and ankle,
Oh, ankle. And
my father's farm.
And your father's farm.
I'm an only child, you know, an only child. Whoever I marry will inherit the farm, that green, luscious, profitable farm.
Ducks and geese.
And turkeys.
And turkeys and
Roasting pigs.
with a pudding in his belly and an apple in his mouth.
Don't forget the onion sauce.
Oh, and that onion sauce. Oh, Katrina, how I love you.
Hey, you watch where you're aiming those lips, school teach.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boys.
Yes, Katrina?
Oh, Rob, Master Crane.
Yes, Katrina?
Could one of you please help me with my packages?
I will.
No, I will.
No, please, let me.
Oh, dear.
See here, Katrina, I've got them.
Yes, Rob will get them.
You bet I will, you skinny little...
Schoolmaster!
Schoolmaster! Ha ha!
That's very nice of you, Rob. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Katrina, catch my arm.
How very civilized of you, Mr. Crane.
Please, call me Ichabod.
Well, I'm flattered, Ichabod. It's not every day a country girl gets to offer someone of your vast and superior taste and accomplishments. Not like these country swains.
Oh, see here, dear. There's a puddle in your pack. Mustn't get your dainty toes wet.
Come on, Rob. Don't lag behind.
Yes, Rob. Don't lag behind.
Do tell Ichabod why I think that's the most interesting thing I've ever heard. Bravo! I for some time singled out the blooming Katrina such as yours.
Oh, Katrina, no one had dared to cross the line of Brahms advances. No one!
Not until now.
Schoolmaster!
I surely would. It seems you've come to your senses about that schoolmaster chap.
Will you walk with me in my carriage, Bro?
Oh, this is too much, Katrina. Take my arm. You won't forget this decision, gal?
Oh, but Ron, there's a puddle in my path.
Well, that's not too bad. Here, take my hand and hop over.
Huh?
Well, why not?
If this wouldn't be civilized.
Well, what would you have me do? Lay down all these boxes and put my good jacket in the mud like that bag of wind and bones schoolmaster? Well, all right. If that skinny little weakling can do it, then I can too.
Why, Brom, I do believe you're becoming more and more sophisticated every day.
Sure am. Sure am just as sophisticated as that scrawny little... Take my arm, Katrina.
Oh, but Brom, you're all dirty and covered in mud.
What?
Well, I can't walk with you when you're as mussed as this. Run along and put my packages in my carriage and do get yourself cleaned up, Brom, for heaven's sake.
A stouter man than he would have shrunk from the competition.
And a wiser man would have despaired.
But Ichabod persevered. Oh, Ichabod, there you are.
Yes, Katrina?
I have something very, very important to say to you.
To me?
To you.
Oh, please, Katrina, do tell. Why, Katrina, I didn't know. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that.
I hope you won't disappoint me. Ichabod.
Oh, Icky, you sly old fox!
Ichabod danced him out as though he too had been invited to the Von Tassel Halloween frolic.
As a special guest, no doubt.
It's true, it's true.
Now Ichabod's first order of business was to obtain the means of transportation for the evening.
And he soon found himself at the farm of the friendly farmer, Hans Von Ripper.
Here, check, here, check, here.
I'm Von Ripper. There you are, my good man.
Mr. Rick, how's all that preaching rat going down the schoolhouse?
Oh, splendid. Your child is the best in class.
My child? Yost is the best in your class?
Yost? Why, yes, Yost! You can be proud of that one, to be sure. Say, Master Von Ripper, you might be able to help me with something.
I don't got no money.
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of borrowing money from an honest farmer such as yourself. One of Dame Von Ripper's apple pies, perhaps. But I digress. I ask merely to borrow your most dashing steed, so that I may cut a fine figure of gallantry as I approach the Von Tassel Castle for their Halloween frolic.
Well, I don't have any of those dashing steeds, but you can have a little gunpowder for the night. If we can get them off the ground, that is.
Gunpowder! Now there is a name with spirit. Oh. Come on, boy.
Come on, good man. Come on. I know. That's it.
All right, count of three. Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Steady.
Gunpowder must have had fire and metal in his day, if we may judge by his name.
But he was now a broken down plow horse.
He was gaunt and shaggy, and his rusty mane and tail were tangled and knotted with fur, and his one eye had lost its pupil. He rode with short stirrups, which brought his knees nearly up to the pommel of the saddle, and his sharp elbows stuck out like grasshoppers.
As his horse jogged on,
horse to water and you can make him drink. You know, never put the cart before the horse, and never look a gift horse in the mouth. But always look before you leap. The apple never falls far from the tree. But that's enough of this nonsense. Right or left? Left or right? I just can't decide. Tra-la-la. Oh, Katrina. Eel oil. It's just the thing for fashionable hair. Stunning, won't those country dames swoon? Oh, tra-la-la-la-la. Katrina, you are the love of my life. Will you consent to be my wife? No, no, no. Katrina, I love each hair on your head. I will not be content until we are wed. No. Katrina, give me your hand, your heart, and your vow. For you are my dove, my lamb, and my cow. Cow? Horse? Oh no! Come on, Gunpowder, come on.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
There, practice makes perfect.
As Ichabod busily prepared himself for the party,
The party was being busily prepared.
under the watchful eye of one Dame Van Tassel. Oh, there's so much to do and so few hands to do it.
Why worry, Mama? Everything gets done in time.
Why worry, you say? Well, I will take it from you, Faultus Van Tassel.
I'm watching the cider.
Like a wolf guarding the sheep. Mama, Papa, I hear him coming.
Where have we been? Hey, Henry, where have we been? There was a job down the road that needed doing, Hank.
Job? What sort of job?
You tell him, Yost.
Brown Bones, what have you four hoodlums been up to?
My lovely young lady, Brown Bones and his noble knights of the road have performed a task for a lonely traveler.
We were riding along the road to a sleepy hollow, minding our own business, of course. When we came upon him. Great town, though, noble knight. Who was he? The lonely traveler. A man in black. Tall and in black.
Tall, skinny, and in black, my dear Henry.
Was he in distress?
In distress, my fair lady? Why, yes. And why, Yost? It was his horse, you see.
His horse had it run away.
Run away! Hardly. You see, his horse was moving too slowly.
And what did you do?
What else could we do, my dear Katrina? We speeded him up.
A prod in the rump with a sharp stick. The horse's rump, of course. A well-aimed stone. Halloo! And away he flew! The man in black will never be back!
Tall, skinny, and dressed in black?
That he was.
Brown Bones, you knew who that was.
Huh?
What is going on?
Brown has accosted our new school teacher, Ichabod Crane, who I personally invited to our party on the road just now. He's only been in town for a week. Oh, the poor man.
Bravo! I should take you by the ear! A stranger in Sleepy Hollow, a guest of the Von Tassels, a man who knows good books and good manners. In town less than a week, and you ruffians have to scare him half to death.
Relax, Mama. It was only a prank.
Only a prank? It was only a prank when they dumped the outhouse in the river, tipped all the cows on their side.
I was set upon by a band of men.
Poor man.
And 30 men at least. I could not stave them off.
30 men.
Hey, 30 at least. Oh, screams and halloos. I fear I may be wounded.
Papa, he's wounded. Help him to a chair.
He's not wounded. He's a school teacher. And he's hungry. Go help him to some food and see what happens.
Oh, yes, food. Oh, my goodness, yes, food.
As Master Crane nursed his wounds with food.
And the tender touch of Katrina.
Brown Bones' goat was being gathered.
Goat? I don't have a goat.
Yet as
bagged wind and bone, if you ask me. 30 men on horseback indeed.
Will you be feeling well enough to dance?
Well, I do believe my strength is returning.
Will you be asking me to dance?
As much as I am opposed to dancing as a concept as being too frivolous, the concepts of cotton matter are very much a part of me. I do believe that a certain amount of physical merriment
Katrina, may I?
is not detrimental to one's soul. Come on, we shall dance.
You're dancing with me now.
Oh, Ron, I would have never guessed you cared so much.
I do. a lot more to me, Katrina, than there seems.
Well, I would have never guessed you cared so much.
Oh, but I do, Katrina. I do. Good night, Katrina.
Oh, good night, Ichabod.
Along about midnight, after the ladies had retired, the men folk gathered
As was their custom.
around the fire to tell tales of ghosts and strange sights.
As the neighborhood is rich in legendary tales of the kind.
Many dismal tales were told about,
Funeral trains.
mourning cries, and wailings were heard from the soul of Major Andre who haunts the place.
Major Andre?
There was also the story of the woman in white who was heard to shriek on winter nights before a storm, having died there in the snow.
In the snow.
While all who gathered still enjoy these oft-told tales.
All anxiously awaited the story that was synonymous with Sleepy Hollow, the tale of the terrible German trooper,
The beheaded Hessian mercenary.
known as
The Headless Horseman.
They say he was a Hessian trooper hired to fight the Continentals. In the Battle of Sleepy Hollow, his head felt the full blast of a Continental cannonball, carried it away, never to be seen again. His headless body was given a Christian burial in the valley in the churchyard, left to mingle with the other dead souls.
Ah, the Hessians had no souls.
Tried to have on Tossel. No soul was bad enough, but with no head. He was an outcast among the others. The spirits deemed that to find eternal peace, he must ride forth each dark and stormy night to find his head. It happens in the dead of night, when the clouds have chased the moon from sight, and lightning flashes from on high, and the thunder fills the autumn sky.
The headless horseman comes a-riding through the dark and foggy night. You'll hear the distant sound of pounding hoofs that fills you full of pride. He'll thunder and he'll wonder is he true? The headless horseman in the foggy night is riding after you.
He stands 8 feet high, with shoulders square, and loveless mortals should beware. For you have seen a man so tall, a-riding with no head at all.
The headless horseman comes a-riding through the dark and foggy night. You'll hear the distant sound of pounding hoofs that fills you full of pride. He'll thunder and he'll wonder if he's true. The headless horseman in the foggy night is riding after you.
They say he rides with the wings of the wind, back across the church bridge to the battlefield.
The church bridge?
Say, Ichabod, did you notice anything strange about that old covered bridge?
Well, it seemed, well, somewhat.
Somewhat? What?
Well, it seemed dark
And
frightening and haunted.
that bridge is his favorite haunt, school teacher. Ichabod, Halloween is his favorite time of year, so you be careful going home tonight. Don't worry, once you get across the bridge, you'll be safe.
This is safe.
The church bell tolls, black as pitch. Beware, beware, beware. When the owl hoots, and when the crow roots, and the rain is cold and dark. Beware, beware, beware.
I don't feel well. Don't feel well at all. It's indigestion. That's what it is. Indigestion.
Soon he came upon the very
Beware, beware, beware.
He appeared to be a horseman of large dimensions.
Beware the galloping hoofs. Beware the rats in the night. When the headless horse arrives, you will not be glad of right.
Suddenly the figure appeared against the dark sky, gigantic in height in a flowing black coat. Ichabod was horror-struck to see that he was headless.
Who are you?
No reply.
When the church bells toll,
Outside of the schoolhouse, soberly eating grass on the lawn.
There was no schoolmaster.
But they did find the hat, the unfortunate Ichabod.
And close to it, a shattered pumpkin.
Most of the people in Sleepy Hollow came to the conclusion that Ichabod Crane had been carried off by the headless horseman.
I warned that school.
Disappearance. Brom took the blooming Katrina in triumph to the altar.
But Ron, I do wonder about the pumpkin off in the distance.
You can still hear Ichabod's melancholy voice.
Among the tranquil hills of